it's a kind of a phishing, guys. After a couple of conversations, I'll try to post all the conversations in the video as well. Usually in Canada, checks works in a way that hi, hello everyone. This is Partha Krishna. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Canada Krishna. So the reason why I am here outside is that I just want you guys to guess the temperature here. So you can see, don't judge by my shirt. I think it is misleading. By looking at the scenery, what do you think the temperature would be? The sun is right there. So right there. So what would you think the temperature would be? Take your time, maybe seconds. This is how the scenery looks like. So if at all you all guys guessed, so the temperature right here is -14 and it feels like -22, guys. Oh my god, -22 because of the winds here. As our introduction is already done, I just want to say you guys, please subscribe to our channel. I can see that 80% of the people who are watching our YouTube is not subscribing to our channel. Please subscribe to our channel. It motivates us to make such kind of videos. So let's start our video today. So in today's video, I'm going to explain a situation which happened to me in Canada here. So the situation was more like a scam, I would say. But I just want to let you know, guys, that how creative these scammers are, and how frequently the scams happen in Canada. Back in India, I think in past 5 years, I didn't see this many scams. But if I talk about Canada, I think in a couple of 5 months, I had seen more scams, way more than India, than you guys can expect. So let's see like what kind of scams that can happen. So it can happen for anybody. I would have fallen into the trap, but I understood that it was a trap. I'll let you know the story as well. So let's start our video. Most of you guys would think that in Canada there would not be that many scams. It is a first world country. It is really good. I mean, it has a lot of rules and regulations and all those whatnot, right? So but compared to India, I think Canada has a lot of scams. They are a lot more creative than Indians regarding the scams wise. So it's like you should be really careful if at all somebody is reaching out through Insta, somebody is reaching out to you on Facebook, or even in the messages, right? Whatever messages you get, your regular messages in phone, you should be careful with all of those things. Because I'm going to explain you the situation, what happened to me, and I came to know right away that it was a scam because I was slightly aware. I have seen a couple of videos, I have gone through a couple of my friends how the scenarios are. So that's the reason how I came to know about this scam, but that is how it happened to me. So I thought of making it a video to you guys. So recently I took a couple of pictures in winter, whatever snow is falling. So I took a couple of pictures in winter and tried to post it in the Instagram. So what happened was that I was getting a couple of likes that I used to see normally. So one person, he actually contacted me via Instagram saying that your photos are really good. I'm trying to I'm an artist. I would like to do your mule. Mule is a kind of photography which they paint like with various colors. So I'll just show you the pictures how it looks like. So it was like he told like, I want to paint your picture, like your photos are really good, creative, such kind of thing. I said, I mean, okay, I'm fine with it because it is open profile, right? My Instagram is an open profile. Anybody can see. It's a private. It's not a private profile, so anyone can have a look at my profile. So I said, okay, if at all you feel like whatever picture is good for you for a mule, kindly go with it. I would like to see once the end result is done, I would like to have one of it with me. So he told me, okay, she or he, I think it should be she because by the name of the profile. So thing is that she started asking me about how the picture is taken, where are you from, and couple more details like I want to, for drawing this picture I need to know the emotion behind the picture, all these creative kind of things, what to make you feel that it's kind of a real, they are trying to do it. So I felt like, okay, good. I mean, if at all they are doing it for free, why not, right? After a couple of conversations, I'll try to post all the conversations in the video as well. After a couple of conversations, I had seen that she told like because you are giving credit to me, I mean you are giving me the rights to post to paint your picture. I would like to give some credit for you. I would like to reach out to one of my sponsors. They will give you some money. I said, I'm not interested in money. If at all you're doing it for free, it is fine for me. I don't want money. If at all you want the money, you are a struggling artist, you said, so kindly have the money. I don't want the money. So later on she said like the amount is quite big. I mean 1500 for me and 200 for you Canadian dollars. So I felt like, oh my god, it's a huge amount. So I came to know by the time when she said the amount that it should be a scam, because come on, I'm not a celebrity or something, so we cannot expect somebody giving this much amount for just the credit, right? So I'm not a model, and also you should be very practical, guys. That's what I'm saying. It's not like somebody will give you like 200 or 500 or whatever it is for just painting your picture. Say for example, if at all she's asking money, I would have like, if at all that was a reasonable amount, maybe I would have said yes, because she's taking the effort to paint my picture, right? So I would have said yes, but for some reason she's trying to give me money. I understand that that's how it works in modeling and art industry, but to some extent I got it out, right, what is happening here. So she told like, I'll send your personal, like send your full name and where you have a bank and what's your mail id. Here in Canada, you doesn't need to have your bank details and all. Say for example, if you have a mail id linked with your bank, they can do the interact right away. They just need your name and your mail id. That's what, like whatever the amount they want to send, they can send you your mail id. Whatever bank account is linked with your mail id, your bank will get that whole amount, right? So that's what she was asking for. I told like, it's like mail id I'll be giving in the YouTube as well, right? So that's how I felt like, okay, it should not be a big deal, right? That she's asking about my mail id and my full name is everywhere. So my name, my Insta profile itself is in my full name. So I gave my full name and all. So later on, after a couple of moments, she told to check my mail. She said like, one of my sponsors sent you a check for $1,700, 21 something, $1,721. I'll just share you the check how it looks like as well. So that's where I got it out, because checks is where kinds of becomes sketchy part, right? So here checks work in a different way rather than India. So I'll just say you how it works as well. So well, once I got the check, I can understand that it seems to be a fake one. But I said like, I was having a conversation with one of my friends that this is what his situation, but he was saying, man, why don't you like avoid this situation? It's going like way beyond what we are thinking. I said like, let me try how much she's trying to play the game, right? So how much she's trying to play, I want to see how whole game works like. But for some reason I felt like it is not worth it trying the whole thing. So the other part, what would have happened is that, let me try to explain it much easier for you guys. So what happens is that usually in Canada, checks works in a way that immediately once you scan your check and once you give the amount, or what is the amount in the bank app, whatever you have in your mobile, it starts to reflect the amount right away in your account. Say for example 1721, whatever it is, it would have reflected in my account right away. So once that is happened, thing is that in the back end, what would have happened is that bank would give me a kind of a credit for the check, whatever they have, whatever I have scanned. So once the banks open, right, it happened on Saturday and Sunday, whatever. So once the banks open, within 24 hours, they will check if at all the check is real or not, if at all they have the money in the bank account or not. Once they felt they don't have the bank, they don't have money in the bank, for the check provider who provided me the check, they don't have money in the bank, or the check which is provided to me is the fake one. So eventually they will deduct the same amount which they have credited, right? So that's how it works. Checks are a bit weird in Canada, so but that's how it is. So what she would have done after sending me this check is that once I would have dropped and got the 1700 to my account, she would have said like, you got your 1700, as I'm an artist, pay me the 1500 as we discussed, right? So if I pay 1500, later on when they check and check is fake, then what happens, it will be deducted from my account. If at all I don't have that kind of balance, then it's going to impact my civil score and it will impact my normal amount what I have. Say for example, I have $1,000 in my account, $1,000 will be gone, I'll be negative 500, right? So that's how it's going to impact you. and it's kind of a creative, guys. See that, they're trying to reach you in Insta, saying that they are an artist, they want to actually do you a favor kind of thing, and they're trying to give you money for for credit or something. So that's something which should where you should be alert, guys. So this kind of scams can happen to anyone. So I tried not going beyond that, but that's how the whole story would be. I would assume, because who would give somebody $200 for anything, right? So yeah. So I thought of giving you guys this information, so that if such kind of scenarios happen to you, you should be much cautious and much more aware. If somebody who is like very new to Canada, who is not knowing about the checks, they would be really happy seeing that kind of amount in their bank, and they would be like, okay, I can send the whole money, 1500, whatever she's asking for, right? They would have sent it, and when they see like after 2 days it's going to be negative 500 or so. So you should be careful about all these financial things and the scams which happen. So scams can be happening in couple of I'll just say the patterns how the scams can happen. What I have seen from couple of like months, I would say, is that mostly the scammers would be the females. Actually, the profiles or Facebook or whatever, like in Insta, whenever they are trying to create a Instagram profile, they'll create with a female profile, because it creates a kind of a positive vibe for you guys. So the second thing is that they are going to try to scam you in the weekends, right? So in the weekends is where actually the banks are closed, you don't have enough time or enough resources to make sure the scam is correct or not. So also the third thing where you can see is that they make sure that they are actually doing you a favor. They'll project in a way, portray in a way that they're actually doing you a favor, right? So don't be careful of these three hints, and if at all you feel like something is happening, check if at all this falls in any of these three categories. Even though it is not falling, doesn't mean that it's not going to be a scam. It may be a scam, but you should be aware of it as well. Also, right, scams, I'm not sure how, but the information, right, your mobile numbers and your personal details like mail ID and all is available to everyone in Canada. I'm not sure how it is possible, because like when I get a mail from some scammer, or when I get a message from the scammer, most of the scammers try to mention my name also. Say for example, there are a couple of mails I got like 20 to 30 messages overall in these 5 months. So few messages say that you got your climate like refund back from Canada government. Click on this link to get the $150 back to your account, and few other are like congratulations for participating in this particular thing, you won this much amount, like click on this link and give your details. That's how they try to scam you. So mostly when you open that link, right, I tried opening link once just to see what they're trying to do, but when I opened the link, it is like it's a kind of a phishing, guys. Phishing is like the process where they try to create the user interface. The interface which you see is going to be similar like any bank. Say for example, they are targeting at Scotia Bank, right? They make their app view that whenever you open the link, it will be same like Scotia Bank. You will feel like, okay, it's a trusted thing, I can give my details here, but it is not the case, guys. The link which they have given, they are actually very smart. They actually know that you will give the information only when you like when you trust, right? So once you give the details, they will capture all your details, and they will use your card, use your details, get the money, whatever, like all these things can happen to you. So I think I had provided all the information which I have related to the scams are very common in Canada. Should be careful about it. You cannot complain. I mean, even though if you complain, I don't think there will be a really good response from the police or like any authorized persons. So take care, guys. Thanks for watching, the guys. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribing our YouTube channel. Until the next video, Krishna signing off. Take care. Bye.